Hi, Sean Huckster here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. So today I'm going to talk about Polly Pocket space sets. And this all started for me in the modern era with, in 2018, I was at a grocery store and I saw a Polly Pocket display and I hadn't seen something like that in years. My daughter was raised on Polly Pocket. She had many Polly Pocket toys, the compacts, the dolls with the rubber clothes that our cat used to love to chew on. But the compacts were always wonderful to me because they were magical little worlds. So it started with me when I found this in the store. I'm just out of nostalgia, sheer nostalgia. I bought this without really knowing much about it, and I found it recently, like a few months ago, in a bin, in a storage bin somewhere. I pulled it out and just had a quick look at it. And this one is not a space one. This one is like a rock and roll party. And so we have, I think that's Shani up there. The drum set she can fit in behind. The drum set folds down, I believe. There's a hinge here, yep, so the drum set folds down. And then you've got a little turntable spinning here with a little piano underneath. I mean, it's a brilliant set. And there's a microphone here that comes out and you can place it on the ground. And there's a little guitar case here with, honestly, a guitar inside. And you can open it up. And it's difficult to open because it's so tiny, but it is openable. And you get this little guitar inside. And that guitar does come out, I believe. Now, this is going to be a space-themed video, but it started with this one. And the reason I brought this one up is because not long after that, I found this one. And this one is space-themed in a way. Now, this one's more recent. I bought this fairly recently. This one is space-themed, and I say it's space-themed because it has a rocket. But there's a little poster back there with, I'm going to bring it up a little closer, with some planets in behind. And you can open the rocket up. And there's Shani, and she's got a little trophy. I'm thinking, well, what's this about? So it turns out this is not about space necessarily. It's a science fair project. So it starts with the base here, and you've got a little bench here with a magnifying glass and some notepads and stuff. There's a little, I think is that a little rocket on that notepad? I can't really tell. And over here we have like a volcano set, which every science fair seems to have. And then the volcano doesn't do much, it goes up and down, but just like a little bit. It's hard to see. This is a poly stick set, so Shiny comes out and can stick on the floor, which is kind of nice. I like putting her inside the rocket. The rocket has details in it as well. So you've got a control console there. You've got details on this side. Pretty well detailed rocket. And it'll pop her back in. It also comes with her science fair project. And this is one of these fold-over, trifold folders that you place for your science project. And it does close, but when you do close it, it won't fit back into the case very easily. So I'm going to leave it out. And it's her trophy because she has won the trophy. And, a telescope. Her science fair project is clearly about space, rockets, and telescopes. So we'll close this one up. There's a lot more space to come. Now, it's always kind of difficult to put these back and close them properly in more modern times. In the older sets, that was quite easy. So that's one space set. After that, I happened to be in another grocery store, and it's funny how I find this in grocery stores, and I found this. There was a little vehicle set, and I thought, that's a flying saucer. Now, I'm a big fan of flying saucers. I've many times modeled and 3D printed flying saucers and UFOs. It's one of the things I like to do. This one is a flying saucer made up of what looks like a donut with sprinkles. And there's Polly, or a Polly. I won't say the characters' names because I don't know them. But she's got green hair. I love it. And she's got, what is on her shirt? It looks like it's hard to say what's on her shirt. It might be a Starfield. I don't know. And then she comes with a little puppy, a little purple puppy with a space helmet, which is kind of fun because, the space helmet isn't going to protect somebody if you've got no suit on. But anyway, it's a die-cast metal top, and it's got wheels, and it rolls. So that's another one of the space sets. It's space-related. After that, I found these. Got them on eBay. I haven't opened these yet, but these are rockets as well. There's two. There's one that's blue and red, and one that's purple and red. Now on eBay, I thought I saw a third one, a white and red one, and so I bought it. But it turned out it was just badly colored photograph because it was the blue and red again. And what I did with this one, well, I'm not sure. I'm going to open these in a minute, but what I did with this one is I Oh, there's your astronaut. You've got no detail on this side. You do have nothing, very much, some little detail here, but this, I believe this little heart shape on the back is meant to mean it can attach to one of the ring bases. So this can be worn as a pendant or a ring. I didn't like the rubber neck chain that came with it. So I made my own out of a blue or teal or a turquoise kind of cord. The only problem was it came out of here way too easily because this wasn't closed enough. So I just used a little bit of heat and I pushed this closed and then cooled it. And now the rope won't come out. You can wear this around your neck safely and not worry too much about it. But as we are reviewing and opening, I'm going to open the purple one. So let's just slice across. And we'll take out the purple one. So this is the rubber line I was telling you about. It's really awful. I don't like it at all. But the rocket is the same rocket. It's just a different color variation. Did I miss not? Oh yeah, I thought there was something else in the bag. Shani is in the bag, in another bag. So let's take her out. Let's get her, let's rescue her quickly as possible before she suffocates. Come on, you can get it, you can get out. Yeah, there we go. So now she's the same, I believe. And she goes in the purple version, or the pink, purple, lavender version of the rocket. And so that's another space set for Polly Pocket. I don't think we need to open this one. We already see it. Now, next up in my experience was I found this, which is one of the secret compartment Polly Pockets that's been coming out recently. There's a whole series of these. They're quite nice. I did a review recently of this one and an Arctic one, which I really liked as well. And this one, I could tell immediately was a space set because there was a Saturn image on the front, badging. And when I opened it up, and I bought this one on eBay, so all these were already opened up. In the original, if you buy this in the card, you're going to get 3 sealed compartments, and you're not supposed to know what's in there. But I'll reveal what's in there. What's in this one is there was a little. Let's start with this one. This one has a rocket, and the rocket goes up and down. There are poly sticks here, so she can actually like suspend herself in space, like a spacewalk. And open it up. You get, is that Lila, the redhead? Anyway, she has articulatable arms, I think. Anyway, what happens is you get her, and then the space helmet came in this compartment here, I believe. And the space helmet is made of silicone, so it kind of goes right over her head. So she can actually, do a spacewalk. And again, not much point without an actual astronaut suit on. And then she's got a rainbow themed t-shirt. Her entire bottom is rubber, but she is a poly stick, I believe, so she can actually stick and do like a spacewalk out here. Let's pop her back in. On the rocket also has details. There's a whole console in there, and there's a console here. You'll notice the rocket is similarly shaped to the previous rockets we've seen. In the upper right compartment, we have 3 little aliens, and you push the lever down, and you get 3 little aliens. There's a 1-eyed alien, a 2-eyed alien, and a 3-eyed alien, and you see those down here in the communication room. And when you open this communication room, it revealed an alien. So you have this little alien, and I've seen this alien in a couple sets now. And this alien has a console and a whole control room of its own, and it's probably communications because this looks like it's a video call. And there's another another little alien in here, 2-eyed alien, a 3-eyed alien. They look very familiar. And this alien has a spaceship. And the spaceship doesn't open. And I was kind of sad about that because I wanted a place to put the alien and have a little console in there. Unfortunately, no. What this one does is you just spin it. And I'm actually not sure. Yeah, it's got a little stuck there. But if you spin it, this whole sticker down here, or this whole cardboard insert spins. And that's all planets and astronauts. And I think there's a space station in there somewhere. There's a rocket. Yeah, there's the International Space Station or something like it, or the Hubble. Anyway, this alien really doesn't fit anywhere. I thought maybe he'd fit in the chairs, but he doesn't. And does he have a peg on the bottom? He doesn't have a peg hole on the bottom. There's no pegs on these sets anyway to put things in. Anyway, he was here. Now, I like this set so much, and it was a little marked, that I wanted to do a reveal. So I bought one fresh out of the card so that I could do the reveal myself, and that's the one you see reviewed. And so these are identical, except this one's in nicer shape because I did buy it in its case before opening it. And when I opened this one, I got more or less the same thing. What I found, though, is the alien is green in this one and purple in the other. So while these are identical sets, I really am glad I bought two because I did get the green alien. And I was very surprised when I opened these up just this morning and said, wait a second, these are not the same alien. So that's another space set. Now, the next space set I bought was this one. This is a really good one. This is a whole planet with the ring going around, and the ring using the very common star kind of meteor tail shape of a lot of Polly Pocket accessories in recent years. And this one opens up and has quite a lot of stuff in it, actually. This one is really nice. I like this one a lot. I might have to zoom out a little. Yeah. So the first thing that you notice is this falls out. This is very much the lunar rover from, the actual lunar Apollo lunar missions. It's got a little dish on the side. I think it was Apollo 11 or no, Apollo 12, I think, brought a mission, a lunar cart to Mars, a lunar rover. It wasn't Apollo 11 anyway. So that can, roam around. It won't fit in here, obviously. It's for playing outside the playset. You also have a rocket again, very similarly shaped as previous rockets. You have this star pushes this little cardboard around. Beautiful little smiling Saturn planet up here with weather patterns in the surface. Or they could be continents, I guess. So they're purple continents. That's possible. I find this thing just gets in the way. This thing is no purpose whatsoever and just gets in the way. It makes it hard to close. It makes it hard to play with or do anything. This just sort of, you can't get it out of the way. Anyway, moving on. We have, I think that's Shani again, or maybe not, but she's got these beautiful little bun hair buns, which I'm sure is a subtle nod to Princess Leia, even though they're not on the side, they're at the top. She has a polystick. I don't think this is a polystick surface, but this is. Yeah, this is a polystick surface down here, I believe. Yeah. Her feet are a little wonky right now from being stuck in the rocket for too long, so let's not worry about that. So the rocket opens, and again, you have the same console. This is a very similar rocket to the previous set, and the rocket goes up and down, and there's a little gripper here so that she can go on a spacewalk, which is kind of nice. Again, no helmet. And you got this rocket exhaust coming out here, which is, I'm sure, is intended to be the exhaust from the rocket as it launches. And now that's the bottom. The bottom is the really interesting part, I think. I really like this bottom. I'll put it upside. So the bottom contains a bunch of cool stuff. The first thing I'm going to call out is these gems over here. And these gems, like the aliens in the other set, rise up when you push this button down. There's a lever inside. Then you've got, oh look, a flag, a poly flag with the poly heart. So Polly actually can lay claim to this. And there you have the rover tracks. So now when the flag is up, the rover can actually go down here a little bit, but it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, and you can't really move it once it's in there. But, it is a set piece, so you can take it out and play with it. What you also see are these two components here, which definitely look like connecting tunnels or components to a space station. Or, I'm sorry, a lunar base. It wouldn't be a space station. It's on the planet. So it's a lunar base or a Mars base or whatever planet you want to be on here. And this is the living quarters module. And it opens up to reveal another character, Polly, with her similar buns. A polystick surface on the floor. Again, she's a little wonky right now. But, so inside the living quarters, you have plants. Because you're actually growing, I think you're growing plants here to live off. Then you've got your computer station here. And these look like experimental, like bottles from chemistry sets. So they're definitely doing some work in here. And then you got the living quarters up top, which has a bed and a floor and just a few little components. See this thing? There's a pillow here. And I guess they can take turns taking shifts. You get your stairway up, so she can fit in there nicely. And now, the best part, of course, of all of this is this flying saucer, and it's stuck to the ground, but it pops off with another one of these heart shapes, which I'm pretty sure means this can go on a ring base or something, or maybe not. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but it's definitely designed to click onto this base here. And this UFO opens up. I'm pretty sure it opens up. Yeah, it opens up in the front. There's a hinge here, a clip and a hinge, and you open up and you get the green alien again. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's the same green alien, because this green alien has yellow eyes, I think. Yeah, this green alien has yellow eyes, and is a... Are they slightly different green? No, they're the same green, but they have yellow. This one has yellow eyes, and this one has purple eyes. And in this case, he comes out of his UFO and is intended to sit in there. But again, the poly characters can sit in here as well, by the way. These are the chairs with little hooks on the sides so that they can slide their bodies in. The alien can kind of clasp in there, but not really. So you kind of got to gently close this so that his head sticks up. And then you could pop him back on his base. Lower the flag. Do we have to put the cart in first? And then I believe you can... no, there is a way to do this, and I've discovered, and that is you put the cart on the side up here, I believe, and then the compact will close. That's another space set. But we're not done. There's another space set. There's this one. And this is the Keepsake collections. I got this really recently, like within the last week or so. You open this up, and now what we have here is one of the Polly Pocket rings. And I drop Polly. You wouldn't believe how often that happens. This harkens back to an original set, and where we had the ring base that fitted into the compact itself, and then something would attach to the ring. So this is the UFO, or the little flying saucer, and it fits into the ring like so. Now you can take the flying saucer off, of course, and play with it as it is, or you can snap it back into its base. Now the base is a purple Saturn again, which we see quite a lot. You know, it's the same as all of these, with a ring around it. And you have your details of little stars and details around here. So you put this in. She can sit inside the UFO. There is a way to fit her in there. Yeah, there's a way to get her in there. And she can, of course, stand here, little holes. Now you'll notice this one has the purple hair, like some of the other astronauts, but she's the old kind of Polly Pocket. And that's a throwback and quite a welcome one, in the Keepsake collection. Up top you have a moon and a little a sun, but there's no interaction up here that I can detect. You do have a little Saturn planet there, and I think that has little eyes and a mouth and is smiling. And so this is another space set. But the fun part about this one is Polly comes with a little monkey pal. Monkeys being early sacrifices to space travel, where they would send a monkey up into space. And he can actually sit in a couple of places, but he is kind of intended to sit there. We'll put Polly back into her UFO and close that one up. So that's another space set. But we are not even done yet. I found this guy. I might have to zoom in a bit more, because this one is quite a bit larger still. This is a purse, so it's got the longer chain or longer cord. It's supposed to wrap around your neck, sort of. And this is one of these dual sets. Now this one doesn't flip open the same way. This one turns, and then you open up the set and you get two bases. So one, you've got a space shuttle here. You've got the alien. There's our alien again. You got your common theme of the star with the meteor trail. You've got planets. You've got a constellation that definitely looks like Pegasus, which is appropriate, actually. We'll show you in a minute. There's a UFO here, another shuttle, and a few things, and of course stars going around. And over here we have Pegasus. So it's not a coincidence that you've got the Pegasus constellation here, and you got Pegasus over here with some rainbows. This is designed to flip upside down. Again, this is in the way, so just throw that aside. And now what happens is we reveal two. I'm going to zoom in again now. We reveal two play sets. This one, which is a castle theme and has a bunch of accessories. So you've got a crystal chair, red crystal chair. You've got another telescope. a really nice one. This one was like a quite large one, and it pivots. Really nice telescope, that one. And then up in the castle compartment, I've stored a whole bunch of the accessories that come with this thing. There's a karaoke microphone. No, I think that's not a karaoke microphone. I think that's a scepter. A little princess's scepter or something. And right here we have a planet, Saturn. Now these are intended to be decorations, so they can go on pins and things like that. So that's another one. And then you get this little purple gem, again meant to go on a pin, so for decoration purposes. There's a whole bunch of places to put these. You could put them on any of these pins, provided your fingers let you. And then you've got your standard heart star with meteor tail. And something just fell there, but we got a little red gem here. There's a little pink star is what fell. That's another deco piece that you can put somewhere on one of these pins. And another star with meteor. I don't know what the big deal is with these, but we certainly do get a number of them. And then you get a little tiara. So the tiara and the scepter kind of go together. And then you have a blue chair. And this is very much crowned. These are very much like thrones, right? So we are talking about a princess set here. And a little, what looks like an orange slice, but is actually a moon, some sort of thing. Now, that's not all the accessories. This, I'll get to this in a second. So the other half opens to reveal the other accessories that wouldn't fit over here. So you've got your poly character. This is a solid poly with movable legs and not poly stick or rubber or silicone. Her hair is silicone. She's got the little buns again. Then you've got the Pegasus, who belongs over here, really. And then you've got this moon carnival ride. It rocks back and forth like some of those rides you see on merry-go-rounds. And what else do we have? Up here, we have another alien. But it's not we have another alien. So this is another variation of the same alien that we got in the other sets. This one is a much brighter green with pink eyes. And so we also have an alien Polly Pocket character with a little Saturn, little Saturn on her forehead, and a Pegasus, or a unicorn Pegasus on her chest as well, linking the two sets. So both sets link each other with the theme of the Pegasus, both in the constellations and the horse. And she has beautiful pink hair with buns. Yeah, so that's quite nice too. So the sets are intended to join. This bridge jumps across, and now you've got the rainbow bridge between the two sets. And this star slides back and forth, and you can place a character on the bridge. Let's see, what else does this do? You can place pins everywhere. We've already seen up here. Inside we have two more unicorns, unicorn Pegasuses, and there's a little gem, a little pin up here to put another gem or another decoration on. But over here, this is the main reason I got this set, is because it is a space-themed set. We have another rocket. We actually kind of have a UFO here, which has nice details inside, and a rocket, but this rocket is a carnival ride. So we're not really in space, I don't think. I think what it is we are actually in a carnival, but it's a space-themed carnival. And I suspect this is all just sort of like a theme park. And that, you would think, is all of the space sets that I'm aware of with Polly Pocket, but is in fact not. There is one last one that I got that's just arrived, and so we're actually going to do an opening of this. This is the Polly Pocket Tiny Games set, but it's space-themed. You got your astronaut character with the purple hair and buns. You've got some Saturn here, a little rocket and a ring and a star. So we're going to actually open this. So what this is, I believe, is you fill it with water, and it's one of those old games where the water flow pushes pieces around, and you have to kind of catch them on hooks or whatever. So let's see what this one's all about. I have not opened this before, so we're going to discover this one together. Let's cut some tape here. Open. Pull out. Okay. Box. What do we do with boxes? Toss them aside. And then we've got the little card accessories, and then you've got the play set itself. So let's look at the card and accessories, because we're going to need those. We've got, this is tape, or yeah, this is just tape. So let's cut through the tape here and pull it aside. You've got the little star ring and a round ring. And these are slightly silicone-y, slightly rubbery. And then you've got a little solid Saturn. You've got a little rocket that actually has paint on it. So it actually has painted detail, which is fun. And then you've got your Polly Pocket character, which we often see with blue hair in the astronaut version. And she's got a little control panel on her chest. Almost like a Star Wars Rebel pilot. Or hesitate to say Darth Vader. Anyway, I should actually look at the box to see if there are any instructions with this. The only instructions I see are on the back of the box, and they say, remove the parts, fill with water, and push button. So let's try that. Yeah, so I think the idea in this one is there's no hooks, but if you have to try to get the floating pieces inside the moon cup, which is sort of thing. And it's designed to look a bit like a Game Boy, sort of like a small handheld game with applique on the back. You get your little venting here on the side. You got a fake volume button, a fake USB port, fake on-off switch over here. And I'm not sure what that fake heart is all about, but anyway. So you open up the top, which has a little water theme on it, saying, hey, by the way, you should put some water in here. And I did get water. Now, I'm going to fill it with water. It might take a few times. I'm not going to try to pour water into it on my table, but I'm going to fill it with a syringe. Oh, this is going to take many syringes, actually. Let's keep going, though. We'll fill it eventually. You know what? That's not going to work. I'm going to just go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it off camera, so if I spill it, it spills on my carpeted floor. Hang on. And this is distilled water. I wanted to use distilled water because I didn't want the minerals build up and mineral build up. So, all right. So it's filled with water now. I'm going to take a little bit of a paper towel to wipe it down so we don't get water everywhere. Oh, you know what we should have done? Before we do that, or after, I guess it doesn't matter, we need to put our play pieces in. Otherwise, there's nothing to play with. So you put the little ring and the star ring in, and then you push the lid down, get them down to the bottom, and now you have to try to float these up to the top and into the cup. And it looks like it's a fairly easy game. I'm going to slide a little bit more water in there. I don't want bubbles to be appearing while we're playing, and I think that's happening. So let's fill it a little more. And one little bit more, I think, will be fine. Yeah, that's good. Then we close the lid. And now we can play. So you're not supposed to see bubbles in there. So let's flip over the thing, drop them down to the bottom again. And the idea is you float them in until they end up in the cup. And there they are. And that, of course, is another space-themed Polly Pocket set, and the last of the ones I'm reviewing today. This has been a long one, guys, and I hope you've stuck around for it. I've always been a space fan. All my toys as a kid, or certainly a lot of my toys as a kid, were space-themed, and I have some really great space toys now. And when I started seeing Polly Pocket space stuff, I just started to collect it. And I don't regret it one little bit. All right. Stay tuned for more Polly Pocket, Mighty Max, other themed miniature worlds, or I say magical little worlds. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please leave comments. If you notice something I've forgotten or I've gotten something wrong, please let me know. All right. Sean Huckster out. Thanks for watching. Bye.